sense to most people listening. Claire and Sally prided themselves about knowing everything there was to know about what was going on in the world of Big Mother, America's Next Amazing Catwalk Star, and Celebrity Come and Eat at My Table. To anyone else, their conversations were pretty much nonsense, but they knew what they were talking about. If you could have looked inside their minds, you would be viewing a scene like that of some major murder investigation headquarters, with hundreds of photos pinned to a wall, strings connecting them in intricate ways, mini notes scribbled under each one highlighting the relevance of their appearance there. Yep, Claire and Sally were experts in their field and knew everything about everyone of note. As the bell sounded for the end of lunchtime, they packed their magazines that were laid out in front of them back into their bags, stood up, and lazily made their ways to the classroom block. "If you become famous, would you still be friends with me?" asked Sally. "Totes. And you?" "Definitely. We're best friends forever, right?" Chapter 3. As they walked home from school, they were joined by Bethany, who Claire and Sally tolerated, despite her lack of knowledge on all things celeb. Talk was, as always, of what was going to be on TV that night. The 3 major soap operas were discussed. Do you think she'll keep the baby? Along with a critique of the actors and actresses. Nothing to do with their acting ability, of course, just about who they were seeing and what they had worn outside of the confines of Tribeca, Alfred Square, or the Red County. "Who are you going to vote for on The Country's Got Talented Celebrity Singers?" said Sally. "Well, it's gotta be Danny Johnsonson, because she was modeling DeLucci until last year, and they have the best bags." "No way! What about Grant Armitage? He's going to be worth so much money when his father dies, what with his chain of businesses." "Oh, I didn't think of that. Maybe I'll vote for both of them." "How about waiting until they've actually sung?" asked Bethany. There was a good few seconds of silence. Claire then burst out laughing. "LOL, Bethany, why does that matter?" As they approached Claire's house, she smiled at Bethany, reached into her bag, and pulled out 6 or 7 magazines. "Here, take these. They'll help you decide who should win." And with that, she said her goodbyes and went inside. It wasn't that she was being cruel. She genuinely believed in the world she so wanted to be a part of. It seemed totally illogical to her that anyone could see it any other way. But this obsession with fame wasn't a bug that everyone shared. And as Bethany idly flicked through the magazine she now held in her hands, she wondered if Claire's obsession wasn't taking over her life. If Bethany had listened carefully, it's likely she'd have heard voices from inside Claire's house. "Mom, where's the phone? I need to vote as soon as the lines open." Chapter 4. That night's show was absolutely one of the best that Claire had ever seen. The judges had had an argument, with one throwing a scalding hot cup of coffee at the other one. It didn't hurt the judge, however, and amazingly, her hair and makeup was perfect a few seconds later. But Claire didn't stop to wonder about that. And the dress that Danny Johnsonson wore was just divine. When Claire went to bed, she just lay there in the dark, dreaming of wearing it. Dreaming of hundreds of photographers jostling for position, trying to get the best shot of her pouting for the camera as she paused graciously to give them an ounce of her time as... And with that, she fell asleep. The next morning, it was the first thing on Claire's mind. She couldn't wait to talk to Sally about it and look through the magazine adverts, which would no doubt tell them how to get the look, but for a fraction of the budget. She had overslept. Well, actually, that wasn't strictly true. Claire had woken up when her alarm went, but had just lain in bed thinking about celebrities, dresses, photographers, and adoring fans. It wasn't that she didn't want to face the real world. It was just that the duvet was so comfortable, and the daydreams were so nice. Eventually, Claire grabbed some breakfast. Only 1 slice of toast. Gotta watch the figure if you're gonna look good in a dress like that. Packed her school bag,